Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm Martin and welcome back. So, in case you missed it from E3, PlayStation have announced their exclusives that'll be coming to Destiny 2 and have also released a trailer. Now, the main thing in this that is really exciting is the new exotic sniper rifle called Borealis. And this thing actually looks pretty sick. So, the unique trait of this sniper is that it can switch elements at will. So, I don't know if this is going to be mapped to a button on the controller, or if this is going to be based on every time you reload, but you can switch between solar, arc, and void damage on this sniper rifle, which is pretty unique. We haven't really had a weapon that does that before. There was the Murmur fusion rifle from the Dark Below, but you actually had to go into your menu, and you only had a choice between arc and solar. And then there was the Warlock exclusive fusion rifle, the Susanoo, which would change element based on the damage type of the previous subclass ability that you used. So if you was on a Void Walker and you used a melee or a grenade, your Susanoo, the fusion rifle, would then become Void. But with this sniper rifle, you can change at will. You don't have to do any faffing about by going into the menu or anything. It just happens in-game as you're wielding the weapon. I can already see this being one of the top weapons to use in PvE, but we're also going to have to wait and see what the stats are like on this weapon, see what kind of impact this weapon has, because for all we know it could actually end up being a low impact weapon in order to balance out the ability to switch between elements. But we'll just have to wait and see. For now, this thing looks sick, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Next up is the PlayStation exclusive strike called Lake of Shadows, and this takes place in the European Dead Zone. Now, the more notable feature about this strike is the fact that the Taken are actually going to be returning in Destiny 2. Now, we don't know if it's just limited to this strike alone, or if they're going to make a broader appearance, but either way, the Taken are going to be returning, and personally, honestly, I'm not that thrilled. Just because, I mean, the Taken were cool to fight at first, but then after a while, they just kind of got annoying to fight. Especially how some would throw blinding bubbles at you, others would multiply, and then some would shield each other, and it just got irritating to fight, so I was kind of hoping we wouldn't have to see them again, but here they are in this new strike. And then here we get a glimpse at what is most likely the boss of this strike. It appears to be a Taken Red Legion Cabal type that wields a shield. Then next we have the exclusive armor sets. Firstly is the armor set for the Titan called Terra Concord, and I might be a little bit biased, but this one to me actually looks so cool. It looks a little bit weird, but I do really like the sort of Cabal inspired aesthetic of this armor, and I just love how bulky it is, especially with that sort of big visor over the helmet. It looks like some kind of crazy spacesuit or something, I don't know, but I actually love the design and colour scheme of this armor. Then we have the Warlock armor set called Tesseract Trace 4, and lastly the Hunter armor set Icarus Drifter. Next is the exclusive ship called City Apex. Nothing really to say about this, I mean, it's just a ship. And finally is the exclusive Crucible map called Retribution, and this has a pretty cool setting as well. It takes place on board a Cabal starship. So that is a look at all of the exclusives coming to PlayStation. Now these are timed exclusives, and at the end of the trailer it says timed exclusive content until at least fall 2018. So sadly, Xbox and PC are going to be waiting at least a year before receiving this content. Anyway, that is it for this video. Now, in case you missed it, the beta date has officially been revealed, and Destiny 2 is also going to be releasing a little bit earlier. I covered all this in my previous video, so in case you haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. If you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.